Hi guys, in this lecture I will show you how you can install the Rank Math plugin. First of all, go to Rank Math in Google and click here, and here you can see the download for free, or you can download from here. Okay, and click on that. Here you can see you can download this zip folder. Okay, for the time being I will cancel that. Okay, let me get out from here. And another way is to go to the WordPress. Okay, here when you go to this WordPress dashboard of your website, you go to plugins, and here you can see three options: install plugins, add new, and plugin editor. Click on add new. When you click on add new, you can see this option upload plugin. Click on that. Okay, and when you click on that upload plugin, you will see down there that this thing will appear, and click on that for choosing the different files that you want to upload. You need to upload that file that you have just downloaded and click on install now. Okay, and this will install that plugin, and then click on activate. The same thing can be done directly from this WordPress without even downloading that thing. All you have to do is click on this add new on this plugin section, as we have talked about recently. Then here you can see this is the dashboard where you can install different plugins. From here, these keywords, search for Rank Math. Once you do so, you will see this option at the top, and here you can see there are more than 3 lakhs. I say that yes, there are more than 3 lakhs installations. Okay, that means active installations, and it is gaining most of the presence among WordPress developers or bloggers. Okay, you can click on this install now button. Okay, let me show you that. When you click on this install now, this will start downloading and installing. Once it's get done, then you need to click on that activate button. Okay, for the time being, let me show you by something other plugin like instant indexing for Google. Okay, same thing can be done for Rank Math, though I have already installed that thing, so I am not able to show you here right now. And this is how things work. And now click on activate. Okay, same you have to do with this WordPress SEO plugin, that is Rank Math. That's it. Thanks. Hi guys, in this lecture I will show you how to activate that Rank Math plugin for SEO. All you have to do is, after installing the plugin, you have to go to the plugin section and go to install plugins. Okay, though in case you have already activated that plugin, you will see something like that above. Anyways, let us see from this installed plugins. Go to Rank Math, as here you can search that thing. Okay, and here you can see this Rank Math SEO thing is here, and you can activate it if it is not activated right now. Once you do that, go to this setup wizard. Okay, and here you will see different options: easy, advanced, and custom mode. Well, this custom mode pro will be, I think, paid version by Rank Math. Anyways, we are going to see this advanced feature thing in these tutorials. Okay, and once you go to this advanced thing, click start wizard, and here let us see this. Well, this shows your PHP version, etc. And here click on that start wizard. No non-conflicting plugins found, etc. is written. And here you can see, if you are new to Rank Math, click here to learn more. Let me click that. And one more thing, since you are new to Rank Math, I recommend you to go to Rank Math website and click on sign in. Once you go there, register yourself. Okay, after registering, be logged in that. Okay, and here you can see that this is the Rank Math website, and here is the WordPress thing where Synetics, it is the name of my website that I have given to freecoupondeals.review. Okay, and Synetics is a kind of website, let it be other business website. Business type, it is a organization. Okay, company name I have written Synetics. Okay, you can add logo for Google, and its size, minimum and maximum size is given here. You can use that thing and upload that file. And similarly for default social share image, you can upload thing as per the recommended image size. Okay, then go to save and continue. Once you do that, you will see this box, Google Search Console. Once you have this registered, okay, you will have this thing for you. Okay, Search Console, get authorization code. Okay, for getting authorization code, all you have to do is click on that and sign in with your Gmail account. Okay, here I am using this Saurav 0992 account, so I will click on that and give permission. As here it is written, this will allow Rank Math SEO to view your Google Analytics data, your AdSense data, view and manage Search Console data for your verified sites. Okay, let me do that, allow, and here we get this copy code, and let me copy that and paste it here. Okay, and once I do that, it will automatically authorize that thing, and here it will show you the websites that you have entered or registered with that console platform. Okay, and here I can refresh that as well. After authenticating with Google Search Console, select your website from the drop down list. Okay, and here are different websites, but here I will choose this domain property, that is freecoupondeals.review. Okay, anyways, like that. Okay, and here is your site not listed, click here to get website verified. Let me show you that as well. Well, my website is verified right now. Anyways, you can do that as well. Okay, and here you can see you can do that from here, as here you can see that Google Search Console, same thing you have to do from here for verifying your that website. You can do directly from this webmasters tool present in Rank Math SEO. Okay, all you have to do is enter your Google Search Console verification HTML or ID code. Okay, that you get it from your Search Console verification page. Let me show you that as well, and here we go. Okay, this is not the right account. Well, it may create some problem because I have logged in using Saurav 0992. Anyways, you can do that, I think. Okay, and you can use other webmaster tools as well for verification purpose. Anyways, go back to that, and here you have selected the website and click on save and continue. Once you do that, here you can see these are the sitemaps. You have activated that, included images for reference, you have included that as well, and you can select and deselect topics as per your choice. Okay, public post types, post, pages, products, etc. You can select forums topics as per your website requirements. Okay, select post types to enable SEO option for them and include them in the sitemap. Okay, and here public taxonomies, categories, products, categories, topics, etc. Save and continue. You can even skip that step if you don't know anything about that. And here we go the external links and so on. Well, for the time being I will just click on that skip step because the most of the things have been done by us. Okay, and anyways, since I was already using this Rank Math SEO plugin on my website, so this is the overall score 82 by 100 for my website. Okay, proudly show the SEO score to your visitors, enable auto update plugin. Okay, well, this is how it looks on my website. Anyways, that's it for this lecture. Thanks. Hi guys, in this lecture we will see the Rank Math plugin settings. First of all, go to Rank Math. You can directly go from here or from that plugin section as I have told you. Okay, and let me try this thing for now. Go to dashboard, and here we are. Go to setup widget, and here, as I said, you have to select the advanced section, and plugin will make sure that everything is going well. As here you can see, no non-conflicting plugins found. Okay, that's it. Click on start wizard, and here you can see there are different things like name of the website, etc. As here my name of the website is Synetics, though the URL is currently freecoupondeals.review, but I can choose any name for my website. Okay, Synetics is a I think other business website. I will select. You can select anything like web shop, etc. Let me select web shop for this time. Okay, and business type, organization, you can select anything. Okay, and company name, here you can decide the company name. Instead of Synetics, you can choose anything else. Okay, you can place this anything, okay, that will be reflected above. Okay, and here you can upload the logo for Google. Okay, here its minimum and maximum size is given, and accordingly you can upload that. And default social share image, you can do that as well. That will be reflected or will be shown on your social media platform. Okay, and its recommended size is also given here. Now in any case you don't get anything, you can skip that step. Okay, but for the time being, since we have gone all through these steps and we know very well that, and I will click on save and continue. Once you do that, we have gone to this search console window. Okay, here as I have shown you how to authorize your account, you must have authorized it. Okay, if in case you don't follow this tutorial from here. Okay, and I will show you how to use this console in Google, I mean with Gmail, that you have this account connected. Okay, in case you don't, we will try to cover that as well in this tutorial. Anyways, if you get this, well and good, otherwise search for Google Console on Google. Okay, that is here, Google Console. When you search that, and here you can see start now, and here you have to select different domains, etc. Okay, since currently I am using Saurav 0992 for that, and here we will see that thing. Here you can see the property of our that email or website property. Here is it is being reflected. Okay, and you can do the same by entering that URL of your website and continue, and you will get some code that you have to paste and verify. Anyways, go to next, save and continued. Then here is the sitemap. Sitemap is very important thing, be it PHP website or WordPress website or anything. It is like a book. Well, website is like a book, and it must have something like major title, like name of the book, okay, and the content, sub content, etc., so that Google can understand, as we humans do understand that book from the contents, sub contents, and so on. Similarly, there is a sitemap for website, so it must be understood by Google, else your website will never rank to the top. Okay, so here we can select that sitemap on, include images. Okay, that is on. Well, I prefer to keep everything on this page. It helps in making a better sitemap. Okay, for SEO thing, select post types to enable SEO options for them and include them in this sitemap, as here you can see that. And similarly for public taxonomies. Okay, in case you don't select any one of them, that will not be SEO enabled, or you can say that will not be included in that sitemap. Okay, let me click on save and continue. And here we are on optimization thing. Automate some of your SEO tasks like making external links no follow, redirecting attachment pages, etc. Well, as the name suggests, SEO tweaks. Okay, these things can be done on the web page that you are writing. Okay, but for optimization thing, Rank Math have given this option to automate that things instead of manually selecting that for every post. Okay, here non-indexing empty category and text archives. Well, this should be on, as setting empty archives to no index is useful for avoiding indexation of thin content pages, as you can see that. Okay, this is quite useful in case there is some website and you want to have some content that is not having categorization, that will not show in SEO thing or indexing, but it will help. Okay, and here no follow external links, it should also help. Okay, automatically add no follow attribute for external links appearing in your post. Okay, and other posts, this attribute is dynamically applied when the content is displayed and the stored content is not changed. Well, this third thing is quite useful whenever you click on something link. Okay, instead of opening that link on the same tab, it will open in different tab like that. Okay, so I will check mark and keep them on, save and continue. And here you can see our SEO score is 82 for our website. That is quite good. And here enable auto update of the plugin, I have enabled that. Probably show the SEO score to your visitor. Well, I would do that. You can turn that off as well. Anyways, for this time I have enabled that. Okay, you can share or tweet whatever you want. Okay, that's it. And in the next lecture we will see the advanced options. Hi guys, in this lecture I will cover the basic tutorials from the Rank Math website officially. Okay, this is quite important for you. The reason being, the website that we are using may or may not have the everything that you will require, but this tutorial will cover everything, be it importing settings from the previous plugins, SEO plugins that you are using like Yoast Seo or All in SEO, etc. We will cover everything using Rank Math tutorial. Okay, though practically I have shown you this settings process, but we will cover this tutorial as well for the completeness of this course. At this point, you can run the setup widget again from the tab above, which will take you to the following page, as here you can see that. Okay, in order to make it easy for people of all skills level to set up Rank Math, we have divided the setup process into 3 parts, that is easy, advanced and custom mode. Okay, the modes are not drastically different. The advanced option lets you configure all the settings, while the easy mode lets you configure only a few settings, and the rest are configured based on the best practices. In this tutorial, we will use advanced mode as a reference, and we will highlight which of the steps are available to the easy mode and which are available in the advanced mode. You can choose any method, as you can switch between them. Even after setting up Rank Math one way, you can always come back to the setup widget or use the settings to change how Rank Math works on your website. Rank Math also performs a compatibility and plugin check on your website to make sure that it can work without issues, as we have already seen. Once you are ready, click the setup widget, the start widget button, as you can notice here, to proceed. As mentioned, we will be using the advanced mode. Okay, this is how the next screen will look for you. Regardless of the mode that you choose, on the top of the page you will see a progress bar, using which you can identify where you are in the setup process. The progress bar is also clickable, and you can use it to go back to any step that you desire during the setup process. Okay, and here you can see this is how these two modes differ. In easy mode, you will getting started your site and search console only, Whereas in advanced mode, you get these two things extra, that is sitemaps and optimization, and these are must for SEO and ranking your website to the top. Okay. Now let us explore these steps one by one to understand how to configure them. We will see in the next video this step 1. That's it for this lecture. Thanks. Hi guys, in this lecture we will see the step 1, that is importing data from other plugins. Rank Math can import SEO settings from many SEO plugins. This makes the transition from any other SEO plugin to Rank Math seamless, and it does not affect your SEO rankings at all. Rank Math will automatically detect which SEO plugin you are using and allow you to selectively choose which settings you can import. For example, here is how the import data screen appears when your site is set up using Yoast Seo. This is how it will look, and here you have to check mark this, okay, to import settings from Yoast Seo to the Rank Math plugin. You have the ability to customize the import process by importing only selected data from your existing SEO plugin. To check which data will be imported, click the drop-down button on the edge of the import data field. Okay, as here you can see that, and here you can select different things. You can select or deselect the data you want to import or not imported, but a fair bit of warning: once the import process begins, the other SEO plugin, for example here the Yoast SEO plugin that you are using, will be disabled to avoid conflicts. And if you don't import some of the data, it may be lost forever. That is why we recommend that you select all the data to import. It will make the transition smoother. Okay, so it is recommended to select everything. Select all settings to import, okay, and here click start importing. Okay, the import process will begin immediately. Rank Math will give you updates about the various settings that are being imported, as you can see here. Okay, the time the process takes to finish will depend on how many posts your website has. Okay, obviously, once the process is complete, press the continue button. You have to click here. Okay, and in the next lecture we will see this step 2. Thanks. Here is the step 2, choosing your website type, easy and advanced mode. Okay, here is how the screen for this step would look like, as we have already seen this. Okay, the first step in the process of setting up Rank Math is to tell Rank Math what type of website you are trying to operate. There are several options to choose from, and here is the list of options that you should see in the drop-down menu. Okay, although there are several options, they can be categorized into two types: personal or business. If you choose any of the business options, you will see some additional options on the screen. Okay, these two extra options will be available for you. Okay, that is business type and company name. Before showing you how to configure Rank Math for various types of websites, it would be wise to understand what each of the settings means. Choosing the right type of website and business category, if applicable, is quite important. It doesn't change Rank Math's recommendations, but it does affect your website's metadata. Rank Math includes structured data about your website in the website's code, so that search engines like Google can read it and understand what your website is about. It is already very important to do this, and it will become even more important in the future. Therefore, we recommend that you configure this step optimally. Okay, let us take an example of a small business site and show you how to configure all the options. And here, website type, as we mentioned, here you choose the website type. choose the type that is the closest to your website type here. Okay, as I mentioned, we will use the small business site website option for demonstration. The business type field is where you select the kind of business you operate. Okay, there are a lot of options available to choose from, so we would suggest taking the time out to pick the one that is closest to your actual business. You can also search your business type by typing it on your keyboard if your business type is not listed. Okay, you can type that in search box. You can select the organization option as shown in the animation, as we have also selected organization thing. Okay, you can do that. Company name. The company name is where you enter the legal name of your business. Please note that this can be different from your site name, as it was in our case. Okay. Logo for Google. Here you would upload a logo for your website to be used by search engines. This can appear in the knowledge graphs, rich results, and any other type of snippets. The ideal aspect ratio is scale, as it's preferred by search engines. The minimum resolution supported is this and this. Well, you will see the updated thing here. Okay, to upload an image, you have to click on here. The WordPress media gallery will open. There you can either upload the logo file that you want to use or choose already uploaded thing. Well, since you are into WordPress, obviously you will be knowing these silly things. After the image is selected, it should appear on the page itself like this. Okay. Default social share image. This is the similar process as we have talked about. Here you can upload an image that will be made the default for social sharing for your website. Once Rank Math is set up, you will have the option to choose specific image to be used while sharing for each post. If you don't specify an image, the image you upload here will be used instead. Okay. Similarly to the operation above, you will have to click the add or upload file button here as well to open the WordPress media gallery. Well, you are familiar with this process, I will leave that. Okay. The default social sharing image should be visible here as here. Reminder, if you choose a personal website type, you will not see business type and company name fields on the page. You just have to fill in the rest of the information. Once you are ready, click the save and continue button. Okay. That's it for this lecture. In the next lecture, we will see the step 3. Thank you. Hi guys, in this step 3, we will see setting up of Google Search Console for both easy and advanced. In this step, you will set up Rank Math to work with Google Search Console. If you don't know what Google Search Console is, here is a brief introduction. Google Search Console is a set of tools created for webmasters or website owners. Once a website is connected with Google Search Console, website owners can access information about how Google is viewing, fetching, and indexing their website. It helps them set up their websites in a way that Google can understand all the content on the website, including structured data. Inside the Search Console, website owners can see their content, that is, their current index status, crawl status, and any issues that Google might be facing with their website. The Search Console also holds information about all the keywords that your website is ranking for, and it is the most accurate data as it comes directly from Google. When you connect your Search Console account with Rank Math uses Google Search Console's official API to fetch important statistics about your website and display them right inside your website's admin area. This saves you hours of manual time, and you also get access to actionable real-time data when you are working on your website. That is quite interesting feature by Rank Math. Here is how the configuration page for Google Search Console looks like. As you can see, the toggle to enable the extension is disabled. Okay. this one is disabled, simply click the toggle to enable the extension. When you enable it, it will show as blue. You will see some additional fields appear on the page. These fields will appear as we have shown you earlier. Okay. Setting up Google Search Console with Rank Math is a 3-step process. Ensure that your website is added to the Search Console. Authenticate Rank Math to connect with Search Console. Choosing the right property for Rank Math to fetch data for. Okay. Let us understand each of these steps in detail. Ensure that your website is added to Search Console. If you are installing Rank Math on a brand new website, then it is likely that you haven't yet connected your website with Google Search Console. Obviously, if your website is not connected to the Search Console, then Rank Math cannot fetch any information about it. That is why this step is the first step in the process. If your website is already connected to Search Console, then you can skip this step and head over to the next one. To connect the website with the Google Search Console, you start by heading over to Search Console website. Click the Start Now button to log in. Okay. All you have to do is go to Google or any search engine and write Google Search Console website. Okay. Then the link that you get first at the top, let me show you that. Google Search Console, and here you can see the top thing that you see. Just click on that, or here anywhere you can do that. Okay, once you do, you will be taken to there. Okay, and since you are new, you might see this Start Now button. A login screen will show up and you will need to use a Google account to sign in. Enter your credentials and hit next. If you already have one or more Google accounts signed in to your computer, then you might see an option to choose one of these accounts to log in directly. Okay. Once you get logged in, you will see the Search Console in all its glory. Here is an example of how it should look like. Okay, as here. Since you don't have any website connected inside Search Console, your Search Console would look somewhat different. Click the drop down button in the property selected to see all the options. This is the drop down menu. Okay. Depending on how your Search Console is set up, you will see some options in the drop down menu. Most importantly, you will see a add new property option. Click it to add a new property. Okay, you will see there add new property and you must click on that. Okay, and here you can see there is a add property button. You should see two options on the screen, a domain based property and a URL based property, as I have shown you on my Google Search Console. Okay, a domain based property offers more comprehensive coverage. Okay, this one provides more comprehensive coverage, but it is only required for websites with multiple subdomains and the like. It is also harder to verify a domain based property. Okay, we will use a URL based property to verify your website instead. Okay, you can use any one of them, but here they are using URL based website to verify. If you are interested in knowing the difference, here is what Google has to say about the topic. Enter your website's URL in the field under URL prefix and click continue button. Okay, you can enter the URL thing and the name of the website. Okay, and then click on continue. Google will attempt to verify the ownership of your property, and if it is not already verified, you will be presented with some verification options. You will get something like that. Okay, HTML file, tag, etc. and so on. Of all the methods available, we will use the HTML tag method to verify for your ownership, as it will be made easy by Rank Math. Okay, you just go to that HTML tag thing, okay, here, and copy this thing, okay, meta tag. Click the HTML tag entry to open some details and copy the meta tag that Google displays. Note, this is not the authorization code that Rank Math requests to connect with Search Console. This is a different code that Search Console uses to verify that you actually own the website you claim to. The verification code has to be entered inside the Rank Math setting. Okay. Once it's there, Rank Math will generate the appropriate markup and insert it into your pages. And when Google sees the markup, the ownership of your website will be confirmed. Okay. To paste the code, open a tab on your browser and log into your WordPress admin section. Once you are there, go to Rank Math General Setting and Webmaster Tool. Okay. Once you go there, okay, the Webmaster Tool, as here you can see the SEO settings, Webmaster Tool. Okay, the link that you have copied, I mean the meta tag, you need to paste it here, Google Search Console. I have shown you that as well, okay, while we were setting up this Rank Math. Okay, though I have already verified that thing, but still you have to do that since you are new to it. Paste your verification code in the Google Search Console field and then save your settings. Okay, once you save your settings, you should see a banner on the top of the page indicating that your settings were saved. Okay, that's the end of step 1. Now on step number 2, authenticating Rank Math to connect with your Search Console. Well, this session is getting longer and longer. Let me create a new session. I think this is the Google Search Console that I was talking about. For reaching there, all you have to do is go to this Rank Math plugin, as you will notice on the left side. Well, where it is, Rank Math, and here you can see this Rank Math plugin, and go to General Settings. Okay, once you go to General Settings, you will see this thing, Webmaster Tools, and here you will see this Google Search Console thing. Okay, that's it for this lecture. Thanks. Hi guys, in this lecture we will see how to authenticate Rank Math to connect with Search Console. If you are on this tab, then you have a website or a property verified in Search Console, which means Google is now collecting data about that property. In this step, you are going to authorize Rank Math to fetch that data from Search Console in order to get it displayed right inside your admin area. Okay, click the Get Authorization Code link present on the Search Console page. A pop-up window will open which would list all your current signed in Google accounts. Choose the account you use to verify your website. Okay, you can choose one of them. The next screen will show what permissions Rank Math will get after authorization. Click the Allow button to continue. Okay, you can do that. Click on this Allow button. Once you do, you will see the authorization code generated by Google. Copy the code and then close the window. Okay, once this authorization code will get generated, click on this thing to copy it and close that window. Next, you will paste the code in the Search Console field and click the authorization button. Once you paste that here, it will automatically authorize. In case it don't, just click that authorize button. Okay, once you do, your account will be authorized and you will see the button change to deauthorize account, which you can use if you want to connect a different account. Okay, you will also see your existing properties loaded in the Search Console profile field. Okay, here you will see some different properties. There you will select the property that is correct. Okay, and then save and continue button to proceed to the next step. You can do that. If you can't see your property, verify that you have connected the right Google account with the Search Console. If you have, then it would be a good idea to hit the refresh sites button and try once again. Okay, that's end of the third step. Once you have completed it, you should look something like that. Okay, you will see something like that. Okay, and then click on this save and continue button to move to the next step. Okay, that is sitemaps. That's it for this lecture. Thanks. Hi guys, in this lecture we will see the step 4, that is sitemaps. Okay, this is an advanced feature. Let us see that. The fourth setting has to do with sitemaps. Sitemaps are like indexes for search engines, and they help search engines discover your website's content and index it properly. On this page, we will configure the various sitemap options. Here is a preview of all the options available. Okay, you can see that. Okay, and then sitemaps. This option turns the sitemap feature on or off. Okay, it is recommended to turn that on, okay, by default, and we recommend that you keep it that way. If you have other plugins that generate sitemaps, we recommend that you disable them. Okay, it is inefficient to keep two plugins active to do the same job. Obviously, it will slow down the speed of your website. Okay, that's a good point. Include images. This option enables or disables the inclusion of the images in your sitemap. This setting is turned on by default, and we recommend that you keep it that way as well. Indexing your website images will help you get more traffic from Google's image search. There is one exception though. If you are running an e-commerce store with thousands of pages, then it can be wise to keep this off. The reason being that is the crawl budget. Google does not want to overload websites while crawling, and if it tries to index all the images and pages from your website, then it likely will. To avoid this, Google slows down your indexing many times. The result is that many of your product pages are not indexed in search, which is far more important. Okay, in case you are having some e-commerce website having multiple and so on images, but Google will get fed up of that thing. Okay, and it will stop indexing that your website regularly. Instead, it will take some time for indexing, and in this case you may lose indexing of important web pages or images. Okay, so in case you are not dealing with that e-commerce website with multiple images, you can turn that on, else in e-commerce websites this should be off. Okay, anyways, it's your choice. Public post types. This option controls which types of posts are going to be included in the sitemap. There are two options to choose from. Posts should be enabled, otherwise your post will not be indexed. Okay, pages. Enable this setting only if you have some content on your website published on the pages. You can leave it disabled if you only have simple pages like about us, contact us, etc. Please note that more options will be displayed in this section based on the type of posts you have on your website, as we have seen practically. For example, if you have WooCommerce installed, then you will see product options here. Okay, in our case that option was showing. Okay, you can click all of them enable, okay, to index them. Public taxonomies. This option deals with the inclusion of taxonomies in the sitemap. The option you see here will depend on the number of taxonomies that you have created on your website. Okay, it is recommended to turn that on. Once you have configured the setting to your needs, press the save and continue button to move on to the next step. Okay, you can click on that and move on to the next step. That's it for this lecture. In the next lecture we will see the step 5. Thanks. Hi guys, in this lesson we will see the step 5, optimization and SEO tweaks. In this step you are going to enable simple tweaks for your website that make a big impact. Here are all the options that appear on the screen. As here you can notice SEO tweaks, and these are the options. Okay, non-index, empty category and tag archives. Many times you add many categories and tags to your website hoping to use them in future, but they don't get used at all. In WordPress, each category, taxonomy, and tag has an archive page, which is a collection of all the posts in that taxonomy. By default, these archive pages are indexed, which is fine, but for categories and tags that do not have any posts, having them indexed is a waste of page rank. Okay, this option, when enabled automatically, no indexes the categories and tags that do not have any posts in them, thus saving your SEO jewels. We recommend that you enable this setting. Okay, I hope you have understood this thing. This is quite important. No follow external links. Normally, you can follow any link by adding this attribute to it by using WordPress link manager. But if you are adding a lot of links to your web posts, no following them individually can be time consuming. Enabling this setting will make sure that all external links no follow by default, which will save you quite a bit of time. Rank Math has the option to whitelist or blacklist specific domains to no follow as well, and you can use that for more control over your links. For the time being, we recommend that you enable this setting. Okay, you must enable that thing. Open external link in new tab or window. It is generally a good practice to have external links open in new tabs by appending this to the link. Okay, Rank Math can automatically perform this for all external links with this setting. The setting is on by default and we recommend that you keep it that way. Okay. Once you have configured all these settings, click the Save and Continue button to go to the next step. Okay, click on the Save and Continue, and that's it for this lecture. Thanks. Hi guys, in this lecture we will see the step 6, that is showing off your optimized website. Well, congratulations, by following all the steps in this tutorial, not only have you successfully imported your current plugin settings, but you have also set up your website for SEO success. Take some time to show off your website's prowess. Well, here you will see different options like for sharing it to Twitter, Facebook, etc. And you can see that you have completed that process. Okay, and if you notice, there is also a button to set up some advanced options. Let us explore these advanced options out. Setting this up is not mandatory, but the advanced options do have some interesting options that will make your life easier, so it is highly recommended. We will cover that in this tutorial anyway, and this is how this will look after you have completed the process. Okay, you can enable to auto update that plugin, that is Rank Math plugin, and you can show your SEO score if you want. Okay, that is optional to the visitors. Okay, and learn how to optimize your post with Rank Math. You can click here. Anyways, let us move to advanced options. Okay, that's it for this lecture. Thanks. Hi guys, in this lecture we will see the setting up of advanced options. Once you click the setup advanced options button, you will reach a page similar to the page below. Okay, so based on the previous experience, you can understand that there are two settings in the advanced settings. Let us explore them one by one. Step 404 plus redirection. As you can notice here, here are the options that you will see on the 404 plus redirection page. Okay, 404 monitor and redirections. Let us understand that 404 errors happen when a page being accessed is not found. It is similar to going to a store and not finding the product you were looking for. The problem is WordPress does not have any functionality to report 404 errors. The good news is that Rank Math has a capable 404 monitor that can capture all the 404 errors on your website and report them to you. Once you know the problem, you can implement a solution, which brings us to the next option. The most common solution to solve 404 errors is to redirect those pages to other pages. Redirects have many other important uses, and they should be present in the arsenal of any good WordPress website manager. Again, WordPress does not have a way to natively manage redirects, and that is why we created one in Rank Math. This is one of the most important feature I can say. Monitoring 404 errors and managing redirects are essential things that you will need in your day-to-day life, and that is why we recommend that you enable both these options. Okay, you must enable both of these options. Okay, once you have done this, click the save and continue button to proceed to the next step. That's it for this lecture. Thanks. Hi guys, in this lecture you can see that I am going to show you the things practically. Once you have completed the complete process, okay, you can change things by going to the particular step if you want. Okay, but for the time being I will click on this setup advanced options. Once I have clicked that, you can see in advanced options I can see multiple things: role manager, 404 plus redirection, and schema markup. Let us see them one by one. First of all, let us talk about 404 plus redirection. Let me click on that. Once I click on that, you can see these are the two options that we get, and I will check mark them enable. Okay, and here also I will check mark that enable. Redirections, okay, will be enabled, and 404 errors will be monitored, so it will also be enabled. This is the one of the important features by Rank Math, and that we usually were getting, I think, in as Yoast Seo in premium plugin, but now we are getting all these things for free. That's it for this lecture, and I will click on this save and continue button and hit next. Thank you. Hi guys, in this lecture we will see the step that is schema markup. The next step deals with schema markup. If you don't know what it is, here is a brief introduction. Schema is metadata about your website and your posts that you can add to your website to give context to the search engines. For example, if you have a page about a widget, Google and other search engines don't know if you are reporting a news about the widget, talking about the widget, reviewing the widget, or selling the widget. By adding schema to your post, you can help search engine understand your page better. Okay, this is how schema markup works. Schema has been gaining importance for the past few years, and it will become even more important in the coming years. Rank Math includes a comprehensive schema manager that allows you to add schema metadata to allow your posts, and on the page you will configure some defaults. Here are the settings on the page. Okay, these are the settings. Well, as you see, schema is enabled by default as it is very important. Apart from that, you get to configure the default schema for the post, page, and custom posts if you created them. There are plenty of options available, and with each schema type, you can configure the details inside the post. Okay, keep in mind that these are simply the default settings that apply to each post when you create it. You can obviously go into post and change the schema type and the different settings for the schema. We won't get into this detail here as we have already covered it comprehensively in the article about schema markup. Let me show you that. We suggest that you go through it, understand the schema options better. For now, you can leave the settings at the default values because this is the recommended thing. Once you are ready, click the save and continue button to finish this setup and return to the dashboard. Okay, that's it for this lecture. Hi guys, in this lecture we will see the schema markup practically. Once you move here, that is schema markup, schema adds metadata to your website resulting in rich search results and more traffic. Let me show you how it works. For example, you are going to buy something, let us say PS, or you can say PlayStation review. Okay, and here you can see that there are different things that appear, these star ratings, review by, and so forth. Okay, and there might be something like, let us say Indian chole bhature. Okay, and here you can see this is how it appears, this pic, rating, and so on. And this varies. For example, this is for recipe website, and this is for something a review website, and these things vary. Okay, and this schema helps Google to know what is in your website and how to represent it here on Google search. Okay, let us see that. Schema type, click that on. Okay, schema type for posts, you can select anything like book, course, event as per your website. Okay, and here I will select articles. Okay, default rich snippet selected when creating a new post of this type. Okay, article type, let it be blog post. Okay, you can select anything if you want. If it is news article, you can select that as well. Schema type for pages, you can select none, but I will select here article. Okay, and article type, it is a article, I will say, or yes, blog post. Okay, and here schema type for forums, as you know I have selected multiple things previously. Okay, well, I will select none, and here for topics is also none, reply is also none. And schema type for products, as we have seen this PlayStation is a product. Okay, and similarly we can select something like that. Schema type for product, let us say product. Okay, and schema type for product. Okay, schema type for product is product. And schema type for redirects. Okay, default rich snippet selected when creating a new post of this type. Well, schema type for redirects, let it be none. Okay, schema type for essential grid posts. Okay, you can do that for anything. Okay, for the time being I have selected none, for which I was not knowing, or you can say not sure. Okay, but you can change these settings later on. Okay, let me click on this save and continue. And here we go to this new page. Okay, but before that I will show you one more thing that we have missed in our previous advanced section, that is role manager. And here is it. Let me see if it is present here. As here you can see, this is role manager. I have not managed any settings from there, but I have skipped that thing. I can do that from here. I can even turn that off if you want, and I can even go to these settings and click on that. And once I do that, I will reach the same page. Okay, that we have skipped earlier. Okay, we will see that in next tutorial. That's it. Thanks. Hi guys, in this lecture we will see the Rank Math role manager. As I have shown you practically, in this knowledge base article we are going to discuss one of the most amazing features of Rank Math, that is the role manager. You may have started your website alone, but as it grows you will have to hire help or outsource certain tasks to keep your website growing. When you get more people working on your website, it possesses a significant problem. You have to give them access to your backend. But as you probably understand, giving someone else full access to your website can lead to accidents, disasters, and frauds. To prevent that from happening, we created the role manager in Rank Math. It is an innovative feature that lets you restrict Rank Math's individual features for each user. Okay, depending on what roles you give them on your website. If you didn't understand that, do not worry, you will understand once we get into the details. To start using the role manager, hover over the Rank Maths menu. As you can see here, this is the Rank Maths menu, and here you go to role manager. Okay, but I have shown you from the dashboard thing as well. Okay, to start using role manager, hover over the Rank Maths menu entry in the WordPress menu and then click role manager in the sub menu that appears. Yes, you will reach Rank Maths role manager, this page. It might seem intimidating at first, as you will see a bunch of options. Here is a view that shows some of the options. Okay, you can see that is too big and new one will get confused. Anyways, to understand how the role manager works, you will need to know the roles and the settings supported in it. Here is a list of all the roles supported in a role manager. As you can see, above is the administrator, that is the owner of the website, you can say. Okay, then there is the editor, and then there is the author. Okay, similarly there are other things like contributor, subscriber, customer, shop manager, and so on and so forth. Okay, and here is a list of all the functions of Rank Math that you can restrict per role. And here you can see there are different options. These are available in all titles and meta settings, 404 monitor log, etc. Let me show you that. Here is the list: titles and meta settings, journal settings, sitemap settings, 404 monitor log, link builder, and much more. Okay, the way the role manager works is pretty simple. With each role, you will see a list of rank math functions that are enabled or disabled. Enable or disable the specific function that you would want a role to have or not have. For example, an administrator should have all the rights of a site, obviously, so all of them will be checkmarked. Based on those settings, Rank Math displays all the functions in the WordPress menu. Okay. Now let us see what happens if we disable a few settings. For the sake of this example, we will disable the title and meta settings. And here you can see these things are disabled. Okay, that is title and meta settings, journal settings, and sitemap settings. To reflect the changes, we need to save our changes, update capabilities, just below the page. Then the settings will disappear from the Rank Math's WordPress menu as well. Okay, let me show you that. And here you can see these sitemap settings, title, meta, and journal settings are available here, but when you see here, you can see these are not appearing here. Okay, using the role manager to set up your website. As you saw in the example above, Rank Math's role manager gives you granular control over what each of your user roles can do on your website. To set it effectively, you have to look at your team and their responsibilities. First, consider this: how many of these roles do you actually use on your website? You should disable all the rights of all the roles that you do not use. Okay. Secondly, clearly define each of your team members' responsibilities. What tool do they need to access to? What are their day-to-day responsibilities? What tool is a must-have, or what can they do without? Okay. If you have formally written up job descriptions, use them. You can also sit down with each team member and discuss what rights would be the most useful for them. Once you have clear idea about what level of access you want to give each of your roles, all you have to do is enable all those roles and disable the rest. Don't forget to save your settings for the change to take effect immediately. Okay, saving the role manager settings. After you have made changes to role manager settings, it is vital that you save your settings. This is the update capabilities. If you accidentally navigate away from the page, then your settings will not be saved, which could lead to all sorts of trouble. That is why it is important that you save your settings by clicking the update capabilities button present in the bottom right of the page. You will have to wait a couple of seconds, but the page will refresh and your settings will be saved. That's it. We hope that you understand how to use the role manager feature in Rank Math and how it can make your life easier. We believe using the role manager is easy, but if you face any troubles while setting it up, feel free to contact the support team of Rank Math. Okay? I hope you like this lecture and have understood everything what role manager can do. Okay, in the next lecture we will see that thing practically. Thanks. Hi guys, in this lecture I will show you practically the role manager. As here you can see, here is the role manager. Okay, and let me show you how you can reach here. Go to dashboard. Okay, you can do that as well. Anyways, here is the direct way to go to role manager. Let me find that rank math thing. Rank, and here you can see there is the rank math option, and here you can find role manager directly. Just click on that and you will reach this role manager page. Okay, control which user has access to which options of rank math. Okay, and here you can see for administrator I have selected everything, I mean enabled everything. For editor I have enabled just few options. Let me enable these titles and this, well, that's enough. And for author I don't need anything. Okay, and for contributor, subscriber, etc., I am not going to enable anything because I am a single person handling this website. Okay, and that's it. I can just click on this update capabilities, and once I do so, we are ready to go. And that's it, it's done. Thanks. Hi guys, in this section we will see the rank math general settings. In this tutorial we are going to learn about the general settings in rank math. The general settings contain the settings that affect the overall SEO efforts of your website, and your link, images and many other things are affected by what the general settings. That is why it is important to understand what the general settings are and what they do and how to configure them for the best results. Let us begin. You can reach Rank Math's general settings through WordPress menu. Hover over the Rank Math's main entry, as here you can see the WordPress menu, Rank Math, and then go to general settings. Okay. Once you are there, you will notice that the general settings are divided into many other settings or sections. This is to help find the exact setting you are looking for faster. Okay. Here you can see there are different things like links, images, breadcrumbs and so on and so forth. We will cover them one by one. Anyways, there is also a search bar option above. In case you know what you are looking for, you can directly search that thing in a faster way. Okay, and this is how it looks. Anyways, in the upcoming lecture we will cover the things one by one. First of all, we will cover links. That's it for this lecture. Thanks. Hi guys, here in this lecture we will talk about links. As you probably have guessed by now, the links section has all the settings that modify the behavior of links on your website. Here are all the settings you would find in the links tab. Okay, as you can see there are different options like strip, category base, redirect attachments, redirect all from media, remove stop words, no follow external links, no follow image links, no follow domains, no follow exclude domains, etc. Okay, and even external links in new tab, etc. Let us see them one by one. Let us understand each of these settings. Strip category base. By default, the URLs of your post can contain the post name if you configure it so, and the post category as well. For example, a post called best SEO plugin. Okay, this is the post name, that is best SEO plugin. In the SEO category, this SEO is the category, could be named as https, the website domain name, and slash category slash, and here you see the name of the post. Okay, if you enable this strip category based option, Rank Math will strip the category, I mean remove this category SEO from the complete URL. Okay, and makes the URL shorter. So the URL will become this. Okay, this option only affects aesthetics, and there is no research or evidence to show that removing the category from the URL helps your SEO in any way. However, it does make the URL shorter and more appealing. The choice is yours. If you like shorter URLs, then enable this option. Okay, but in case you already have some website posts, I mean you are using it on old website, I don't recommend this. The reason being that some of the URL might get disconnected, I mean they may show some error. okay, because you are going to manipulate this URL, okay. But in case you are having the new website, then you can enable it, okay, it's your choice. Redirect attachments. Enabling these settings redirects URL of your attachments to the post that you are used in. For example, let us take a post with URL this. Let us assume that the post has an image with the name this, okay. Now the direct URL of the image would be similar to this one. If you enable this option, then if anyone, even search engines, try to access the image with the URL, they will be redirected to the post of this URL, okay. Have you understood that? Doing this might seem insignificant, but it has plenty of SEO benefits, including distributing the SEO value of the links that your images and other attachments build over time. For those reasons, we recommend that you enable this setting, okay. You must enable this setting, okay. It is quite useful for SEO purpose. Now let us see redirect offer media. Images and attachments that are not associated with any post on your website are called orphan media. In the section above, you choose whether you want to redirect attachments URLs to posts that contain them. But what about the attachments that do not have any posts attached to them? That is where this setting comes in. Here you can enter the URL where you would like the URLs of orphan media to be redirected to. The preferred setting is your home page URL, okay. I hope you have got this point too. Remove stop words from permanent links. This option removes the stop words like a, and, d, he, him, etc. I hope you have gone through my another course of Google Web Search. I have covered that topic there, okay. From your WordPress URLs, resulting in a cleaner, keyword-rich URLs which are better looking and performing better too. We highly recommend that you are enabling this setting, okay. I don't recommend personally. The reason being, now the Google is moving towards artificial intelligence, and now these small words matters a lot. But anyways, as per Rank Math, it recommends to keep it on, okay. An important thing to note about this feature is that it only affects URLs auto-generated by WordPress. If you override the WordPress URL and create one of your own, then stop words from those URLs will not be affected, okay. I hope you have noted this point, okay. Also, this option will only affect URLs for new posts, and posts with existing URLs will also not be affected by this. When you enable this option, a new setting could pop up below it like this. As here you can see, when you click on and this thing will pop up, okay. Stop words list. To offer you the most control over stop words, Rank Math lets you configure which stop words it should remove from the URLs. To configure this, simply paste the list of stop words that you would like to remove inside the text area, similar to what we have shown below, okay. You can do like that. And here is a link to comprehensive list of stop words. You can find that as well, okay. It is a comprehensive list of some particular stop words. Then no follow external links. This option automatically no follows external URLs on all your posts, preserving the SEO of your website. We recommend that you enable this setting, okay. No follow image file links. This option works similar to the no follow external links option above, but this option no follows external links to images, okay. We recommend that you enable this setting, okay. No follow domains. This settings works in conjunction with no follow external links option listed above and acts like a blacklist for domains. Simply put, links from your website to any domains that you enter in this section will always be nofollowed. Okay. Nofollow exclude domains. This option also works in conjunction with nofollow external links option, but it acts as a whitelist instead. I hope you have understood. This acts as a blacklist and this acts as a whitelist. What that means is that links from your website to any of the domains you enter in this section will be followed. Okay, that will be followed, but the blacklisted will be no followed. How to no follow, whitelist and blacklist actually work? Rank Math has 3 sections to manage the link properties of external links: no follow external links, no follow domains, no follow exclude domains. Okay, this has been done to give you the maximum amount of control over your links. However, it can be little confusing to understand exactly how it works. Here is a breakdown of different scenarios which will help you understand how the 3 settings work together. No follow external links is disabled. Let us say in this case the no follow domains and the no follow exclude domain section can be ignored, as they will have no effect. Okay, because we have disabled this no follow external links. Even if you add domains to either of these sections, doesn't matter what you put here if no follow external link is disabled. Okay, no follow external links is enabled. In this case there are again 2 possibilities. No follow domain in is blank. In this case all external links will be no followed. Okay, except for the domains that are included in the no follow exclude domains section. Okay, and no follow domains has domains listed. In this section only the links to the domains listed in the no follow domains will be no followed. Rest of the links will be followed. In this case the no follow exclude domains holds no weight. To explain simply, if you disable the no follow external link setting, then links will keep working for you as normal. By default all the links would be created followed and you would have to manually no follow them. However, if you enable the no follow external link section, then all the external links will be no followed. You can then use the no follow domains, that is blacklist, or no follow exclude domains, that is whitelist, to narrow the domains you want to no follow. Note that you can either use the blacklist or whitelist to manage external links, but you cannot use them at the same time. Open external links in new tab. This option applies the attribute to external links which opens them in new tabs or windows. We recommend that you enable this setting, and we did this in practical session. This concludes the link section of the general settings in Rank Math. Let us move on to the next section on the list, that is the images section, in the next video. That's it for this lecture. Thanks. Hi guys, in this lecture we will talk about images. When you open the images section, you will notice that there are only 2 settings in it, that is add missing alt attributes and add missing title attributes. But if you enable any of these options, another settings will open below it. Okay, as here you can notice that when you click on this on, you will see the options or settings below. Okay, let us explore each of these settings. Add missing alt attributes. Enabling these settings will add alt attributes to all images that do not have their alt text set. Since the alt text is valuable to search engines in understanding your images, we recommend that you enable this setting. Okay. Alt attribute format. If you have enabled the add missing alt attribute option, the next question is, how does Rank Math know what an image is about? Actually, Rank Math does not know, and it relies on you to help answer the question with the alt attribute format. The alt attribute format helps you create a predefined format which will be used to create alt text for images. Instead of relying on generic names, Rank Math lets you use from the many supported variables to create a useful format. As you can notice here, there are different formats available. Okay, you can choose any one of them, okay, or create yours. And selecting a variable will update the live preview below it, okay, which will help you understand how the final alt text will be. As here you can see, when you select something, here you can see its preview, okay. You can see post title, percentage file name, percentage title, and this is file name and it is its title, okay. Like this it will show its preview. Add missing title attributes. This option automatically adds the title attributes to the images without a title. A title also helps search engines understand your images better, and we recommend that you enable this setting, okay. Title attributes format. The title attributes format option works similar to the alt attribute format, the only difference being that it helps you define a format to create the image's title. Use the variables and live previews to create a format, okay. It works in the similar way. This covers all the settings in the image tab. Let's move on to the breadcrumbs tab. That's it for this lecture. Thanks. Now here we go. Go to Rank Math and General Settings. As we move there, you will see this link section, and here strip category base. I will not change this because it will make most of my URLs invalid. And redirect attachments, okay, that is enabled by me. And here you can see redirect often attachments. I have given this address, that is the homepage address. No follow external links, I have enabled it. No follow image file links, well, I will enable that as well, okay. And no follow domains, I can have this here. And no follow exclude domains, I can write that as well here if I want. And here this is the important thing, but then I will keep that enabled because I want link to be opened in new tab or window. Anyways, that's it for this. And in case you have forgot something, you can reset options, or you can click save changes to make sure that the current changes gets saved, okay. I will save that changes, and that's it. We have saved these changes, okay. That's it. Thanks. Here in this tutorial we will cover about breadcrumbs. Breadcrumbs are navigational elements which the user understand where they are on a certain website, and also helps them navigate the website in an easy to understand manner. In simple terms, they can be compared to "you are here" signs in large parks, as they both achieve similar things, okay. Here is an example of how breadcrumbs appear on a website. As here you can see, yes, these are breadcrumbs from the article you are reading right now, okay. The breadcrumb settings in Rank Math lets you configure breadcrumbs. When you open these settings up, and you will see one setting, okay, you will just see this one setting, okay. Once you click on, that means enable it, you will see major settings below it, okay. That's because breadcrumbs are turned off, and there is no need to show any of other settings. Once you enable breadcrumbs, all other settings will appear on the screen, okay. As you can notice, these will be separated characters, show homepage link, show label, etc. okay. Let us see one by one. Enable breadcrumbs function. This settings enables breadcrumbs on your website. Breadcrumbs helps user navigate your website and also helps search engine index your content efficiently. We recommend that you enable this setting, okay. You must enable this setting. Separator character. This option helps you set a character, that is separator character, for your breadcrumbs. There are many options available, so choose the one you prefer. You can also set a custom separator by typing it in the last field here, okay. You might have missed it, but guess which separator characters are we using? I mean, this Rank Math website is using. Here you can see this is a / thing, okay, and here you can see /. Show homepage link. If you want your home page to be included in the breadcrumbs, enable this option. This is more of a personal preference, but we have seen most websites do include the home page in their breadcrumbs. Okay, you can do that. If you enable the home page link, two new settings will pop up under it. Okay, homepage label, that will be homepage label. Here you can configure what label to give the homepage of your website. All you have to do is type in the label that you want to assign your homepage. Okay, as here they have written home. For example, we have included the homepage link in our breadcrumbs and the label we have assigned is home. Here you can see that. Okay, homepage link. This option lets you configure where will the homepage link take the visitor. This is particularly useful when you have many sections of your websites like a blog, a store or others. Using this option, you can configure the breadcrumb to take your visitor anywhere you prefer. Okay, as here you can see the URL have been placed, and similarly you can place your URL for home page, okay, or any other special link. Prefix breadcrumbs. If you would like to add a prefix before your breadcrumbs, you can use this option to do so. Popular options would be to add "you are here," navigation, index, etc. Okay. Archive format. This option lets you set a breadcrumb format for the archive pages. You can customize it completely, but we recommend that you don't remove the %s from it, as it represents the taxonomy. Okay. Search results format. This option lets you set a breadcrumb format for search results pages. Popular options are "you searched for," "here is what I found for," etc. We would recommend that you don't remove %s from the field. Okay. 404 label. This option lets you set a breadcrumb format for your 404 pages. Okay, you can have anything labeled at the error page. Okay, and hide post title. Enabling this option lets you hide the title of the post from the breadcrumb. Okay, for example, here is the breadcrumb of our post with the title. In case if you enable this setting, the breadcrumb will change to this. Okay, this title of the post will be hidden. Okay, show category. This option enables ancestor categories in the breadcrumbs. What that does is that if your current post is part of a child category, then the breadcrumbs will include the parent categories as well. We recommend that you keep this disabled to keep your breadcrumbs small and precise. Okay. Hide taxonomy name. If you use any other taxonomy other than categories, then you can use this option to enable or disable the inclusion of the taxonomy in the breadcrumb. Or our recommendation is to turn that off or keep that off. Okay. This covers all the settings in the breadcrumbs tab. Let us move on the next tab, the Webmaster tool. That's it for this lecture. Thanks. Hi guys, in this lecture we will see the settings, that is breadcrumbs. As here you can see, initially we will get this only one option, that is whether you want to enable that breadcrumbs function or not. Let me enable that function. Okay, and here we are. As here you can see, the first is special character. Here I have put /, okay, from myself, as here you can see that. Okay, and show homepage link. Well, I have enabled that option and its label is home. Homepage link, that is URL is provided by me. Okay, and prefix breadcrumb, I have left it empty. Archive format, I have not changed it anything. This is also default. 404 label, this is also default. Okay, hide post title, well, I have not enabled it. Show category, not enabled it. Hide taxonomy name, even that I have not enabled it. Okay, and that's it for this lecture. Now let me save that changes, and here we go. Okay, that's it. Thanks. Hi guys, in this lecture we will see the Webmaster tools. The Webmaster tools is the section where you can take the necessary steps to verify your website with various Webmaster tools. There are many tools supported, and here is an image that shows all the supported webmaster tools. As here you can see that first is the Google Search Console, Bing, Baidu, Alexa, Zendesk, Pinterest, and Norton. Okay. Before getting into the verification process, let us understand how the verification process works. How does webmaster verification work? Almost all webmaster tools have similar verification process. The specifics might be different, but the overall principle is the same. Here are the steps that usually take place. You tell a search engine or another service about a property and claim to own it. The webmaster tools generate a piece of code that you need to place on your website. You place the code on your website, proving that you have access to the site and your ownership. Okay. Obviously, you can manipulate the website coding provided you own it, and your property is verified and stays verified till the code is present there. The reason why we specify the process is because we won't be discussing the specifics of getting your website verified with all the webmaster tools. Rather, we will demonstrate the process on one of the webmaster tools, and you can learn the process there. Actually, you don't even have to verify your website with all the webmaster tools, only for the ones that you want. Here are the currently supported webmaster tools, as I said, Google, Bing, Baidu, Alexa, Zendesk, Pinterest, and Norton. Let us demonstrate how to verify your website for Google Search Console that was formerly known as Google Webmaster Tools. All you have to go to Google search engine or some other search engine and search for Google Search Console. Once you go there, at the top of that you will see some link. Click on that and you will go to this page. Okay, just click on that Start Now button. You will need to go and log in with a Google account, or you can say Gmail account. Once you are in, you should see a screen similar to this. Okay, this screen. Note that your search console will look different if you don't have any websites connected. Okay. To add a new property, click the property selection drop down and select the new property option. Again, if you don't have any properties added, your view will be a little different. Okay, just click on that drop down menu, else you will see these properties if you have any, else you just click on this add property option. Okay, or new property option, whatever is available. Google Search Console offers two types of properties: a domain property and a URL property. For simplicity, we will demonstrate the process using the URL property. Enter your website's URL in the URL prefix field, okay, here, and click continue. Okay, as you can see, you should see a screen similar to the below. Okay, here Google is showing you all the ways you can verify with that your website is your own, and also recommending their preferred method. Okay, it will also show how it works. Okay, click the highlighted drop down indicator to see all the available methods. This drop down. Okay, here are all the methods that you should see. As here you can see, these are the different methods: HTML5, HTML tag, Google Analytics, and so on and so forth. Okay, and when you click on this drop down menu, you will see the details how to work with them. Okay, here are all the methods here that you should see. Since Rank Math already does have heavy lifting for you, you don't have to choose a method that is complicated and will lead to problem. Instead, we will use the HTML tag method. Okay, this HTML tag method. Click the drop down next to the HTML tag option to see the details. Just click on this drop down menu and the settings will expand and you will see the verification meta tag. Copy it and click done. Okay, you will see this verification tags there, and copy that thing and just paste here. Okay, in the webmaster tool setting, paste the meta code in the Google Search Console field. Okay, For the code to be applied, you will need to update your settings by saving your changes. You just click on that save changes, head over the bottom of the page and click save changes. Okay. The page will refresh and you should see a confirmation message on the top. Your website will now be verified in Google Search Console. As we mentioned, the process for verifying with other tools is quite similar, and here are some resources that should help you in verifying your website with other webmaster tools. Remember, you don't have to follow all the steps from these resources. Once you have generated a meta tag, all you have to do is paste it in the appropriate field. Well, I hope you have got that point. All that matters is getting some meta tag, I mean some coded line from that search engine like Google, Baidu, and so on and so forth, and just pasting it over that blank section available in Rank Math. Okay, that covers the webmaster section completely. Let us move to the next section. That's it for this lecture. Thanks. Hi guys, in this lecture we will see the edit robots.txt. Once you open the edit robots.txt tab, you will see that it has only one setting. Okay, in the text area you can configure your virtual robots.txt file. Okay, here, if you don't know, robots.txt is a text file present in the root of your website, which helps search engines understand which part of your website you want them to crawl and index. For example, you wouldn't want Google to index your website's admin area, right? You can set this up in the robots.txt file. We mentioned that you could edit your virtual robots.txt file here. We say virtual because here you are not editing your actual robots.txt file but a virtual one. Okay, Rank Math already configures some default settings that could be useful, but any changes you make here will not have any effect on your website if the actual robots.txt file already exists. If it does exist, you would have to edit the file using FTP or any other method, or delete the file completely and make all the changes through Rank Math. Well, in our case, we generally don't manipulate with these things. Okay, that's it for this lecture. Thanks. Hi guys, in this lecture we will see edit.stss, or you can say XS. The STSS file is a configuration file that helps in users and search engines navigate your website. Often, changes or updates are needed to be made to the STSS file, for which you can use this section. Inside this section, you will see that there is a single text area which can be used to edit the STSS file. The important thing to note is that the warning above the text area. As you can notice here, this is the warning. Okay, the notice warns you that changing the .stss file can break your website. Even if you are technically capable, mistakes can happen. To prevent issues, Rank Math automatically backs up your STSS file before you modify it. So, if you accidentally make any changes that mess up your site, you can roll the changes back using the backup. But remember, the backup will only contain the last save. That means if you make multiple changes that cause problems, then the backup will not help you. Proceed with caution. If you understand the risks and want to edit the STSS file, then click the checkbox below, that is this one. The text area below will become active. This will become active, and you can then change your file information here. Okay, this concludes the STSS section. Let us move on to the next section. For the practical purpose, I don't recommend any manipulation with this STSS file from your side. Okay, that's it. Thanks. Hi guys, here in this lecture we will see the WooCommerce. Okay, this section deals with all the options related to WooCommerce. Needless to say, this section will only be relevant to you if you actually use WooCommerce and sell products online. In fact, if you don't have WooCommerce installed, then this section won't even be visible to you in the settings. Okay. With that out of the way, here are all the settings in the WooCommerce section. As you can notice, remove base, remove category base, etc. Okay. Let us discuss each of the sections one by one. Remove base. WordPress URLs have a shop base added to them when WooCommerce is enabled. So, every product URL follows this format. The name of the website, then there is a shop, and then product category. Even our website have something like that. Okay, though this is not active properly, but still we have this thing. Let me show you that. And here you can see this website name, that is URL, product, okay, and the name of that page or product. Okay, and this is how it works. Okay, but here it is showing shop. Okay, and notice the shop part in the URL. That's what we are talking about. Enabling the remove base option lets you remove the shop from the URL, so the resulting URL can become like this. Okay, this is personal preference and you can enable or disable it. But remember, once you do so, there may be problems later on with the old links that you have. Okay, so that keep in mind. If you are running some old website, I don't recommend to do that. Okay, else most of your URL may become inactive, or you can say start giving errors. Remove category base. If you have a large base of products and use multiple categories to manage them, okay, then your WooCommerce URLs will also contain the product category. An example, URL based B, as here you can see the name of the website, then there is a shop, and then the product category as we have in our website, and then there is the product one. Okay, I mean major folder is major folder and its subfolder and its subfolder. Okay, like this things goes on. This option lets you remove the product category. Okay, this one section from the URL, so the resulting URL becomes like that. Okay, this option is also a preference thing and you should make a decision to enable it or disable it accordingly. As I said, if you are having a new website, it's up to you, but in case it is an old website, I don't recommend it. Okay, then remove category. Well, that's the same thing. And now moving to remove parent slugs. Categories in WordPress are hierarchical. That means a category can have a parent category. If you have products that have a parent category, then WooCommerce default behavior is to list product within the parent category in the URL. An example URL would be, as here you can see the name of the website, parent category, and its child, that is subcategory, and its child, that is product. Okay, using this option you can remove the parent category from slug from the URL. Okay, this parent category thing can be removed, resulting in a cleaner and shorter URL. Like the other settings, how you set up is a personal preference. Well, I don't recommend it for all websites. For new websites, it's your choice. Remove generator tag. When you are using WooCommerce, it includes plenty of meta information in the source code. While it can be useful for diagnostic purpose, it also presents a security risk. Here is how the meta generator tags appear in the source code. As you can see, when you enable this option, Rank Math disables the output of this meta information in your website's source. Since this is essentially a security feature, we recommend that you enable this option. Obviously, you don't want anyone of stranger to know what it is. Okay, so I do recommend to keep that on. Okay. Then there is remove snippet data. This option works similar to the option discussed above, and it removes the snippet data from the WooCommerce data as a security measure. Since it is a security measure, obviously you need to keep that on. Okay. And then comes the brand. Rank Math adds a lot of rich snippet data to your website and your product pages. One of the key components of that rich data is the brand of products you are selling. In this setting, you select the taxonomy that you have used to configure brand listings on your website so that Rank Math can set it up accordingly. Use the drop-down menu and choose the appropriate taxonomy from the available options. Well, you can select any one of them, but it's your choice, okay, as per your brand and whatever you want to show. Okay, and that's it for this lecture. In the next lecture we will see the 404 monitor. Okay, thanks. Hi guys, now here we are on the website. Okay, and here you can see we have already seen the breadcrumbs. Now here webmaster tools we have verified. Well, you can directly go from here as well, webmaster verification page, and verify your thing. Okay, and here is others thing. Okay, you can set usage tracking on, show SEO score. Well, I don't want to show that score on my website to public. Let me turn that off. But you can, in case you set this score on for public, you can select for which post that public can see that thing. Okay, you can select the template, circle or square, SEO score position, okay, above content, below content, and so on and so forth. And you can support Rank Math by using this. Okay, and here are RSS before content and after content feed. Well, you can do that as well from these variables. Okay, for example, let us say you can, well, I think that will be covered later on. For the time being, let us move further for what purpose we are, and I will turn that off, SEO, show SEO score. Okay, and let us move forward, but before that let me save that changes, and here we go. Okay, then edit robots text. As here you can see that as I have already told, we will not manipulate this, even we will not manipulate this STSS file. Okay, then moving on to WooCommerce, and here you can see I am not going to manipulate remove base, remove category, remove parent slugs as I have told, and remove generated tag. Okay, and I will not manipulate these things. The reason being that I have already told you my website is little old and some of its URLs may stop working. Okay, and remove schema markup on shop archive. Okay, and here remove schema markup on, well, as I have said and shown you that these are two things I think are the recommended option. Okay, remove generated tag because we don't want to show to the public, and similarly this remove schema markup on shop archives. Okay, that means the snippets thing. Okay, and so I will keep that on, and for the brand I will choose here none and click save changes. Okay, well, we haven't manipulated anything yet in that. And now moving on to 404 monitor, we will see that in, well, that's little small, and but still we will see that in next lecture. That's it. Thanks. Hi guys, in this lecture we will see 404 monitor and understand it. A 404 error occurs when the user tries to access a URL that does not exist. During the regular working of a website, it is normal to update and remove content, and as a result, every website will have a few 404 errors. Having 404 errors is not necessarily bad, but The important thing is to find them and resolve them actively. Rank Math's 404 monitor helps with exactly that. Here are all the options available in 404 monitor. As you can notice here, mode, log limit, exclude paths, ignore query parameters. Okay, let us look at all the options one by one. Mode. The 404 monitor has two modes, simple and advanced, as you can notice here. The simple monitor records only the URL where the error occurred and the time of the error, whereas the advanced monitor captures a lot of additional information such as the referring URL of the URL with the error. The advanced mode is pretty powerful, but it does come at a cost. It does require additional resources to capture and store the detailed logs. If you don't have many 404 errors, then we would recommend that you use the simple mode. However, if you are constantly seeing 404 errors, then it might be useful to enable the advanced mode for some time to diagnose the source of problem. Okay. Now moving to log limit. This setting controls the maximum number of rows that the monitor will generate. The default setting of 100 is good enough for most sites, and you can increase or decrease the number depending on your website. As you can here see that default is 100. For example, for a large e-commerce website with thousands of products may have thousands of broken links at any time, due to new products being introduced and old ones being removed, and might need to remove the limit altogether. In another example, if you have just changed domain name, you might need to increase the log limit temporarily to make sure all your links perform as intended. Exclude paths. If you are making some changes to your website, then the 404 monitor can fill up the log with unimportant URLs, while the real errors get buried. To avoid this from happening, you can set exclusions where the 404 monitor will not check for errors. The exclusion tool is versatile and offers plenty of options to set up an exclusion path. You can enter exact URLs, categories, keywords, or even use regex to define an exclusion path. The image below shares all the options that are available to you. You can also stack multiple exceptions by creating more exclusion rules. Okay, as you can see here. Ignore query parameters. This option controls whether the 404 monitor ignores the query parameters when logging the 404 errors. Whether you should enable or disable this setting will depend on your website. We recommend that you keep this disabled at first, then enable it if you see a lot of errors in the log file that have the same URL but different query parameters. Okay. In the next lecture, we will see about redirections. Okay, that's it for this lecture. Thanks. Hi guys, in this lecture we will see the 404 monitor. As here you can see that there are two modes, simple and advanced. You can select advanced as well in case you think that there are errors on your website. Okay, but for the time being I will select simple only. Okay, as I have new website, a kind of, okay, and there are no errors. Okay, since you do have new website, you too should select and go with simple mode. Okay, and then going to log limit, and here by default it is 100 value. You can choose any value that you want. Okay, and you can also set 0 to disable the limit. And here is the exclude path. Enter URLs or keywords you wish to prevent from getting logged by the 404 monitor. For example, I write something like press iron. Okay, and this will exclude this press iron thing, and that is exact or contained in or starting with or ending with or regex. Okay, and that will exclude that path, even though that path may have some error. Okay, but for the time being I will remove that because I don't want that thing. Okay, you can do that if you want. And the last is ignore query parameters. Well, that is recommended to keep that on. And that's it for this lecture. Just hit on this save changes and we are ready to go to the next thing. Thanks. Hi guys, here in this lecture we will see redirections. Rank Math has a built-in redirection manager that helps you get rid of 404 and other errors. The redirection tab has a few settings that control how the redirections take place. Here is a preview of all the settings in this tab. As you can notice, this is how it looks: debug redirections, fallback behavior, redirection types, auto post redirect. Okay, let us understand what each of these settings does. Debug redirections. Redirects can be tricky business, especially when you are regex and other complex techniques to create redirects. The more complex the method, the more chances that something might get wrong. If you see redirects on your website that can't take place, then debug redirections is here to help. The debug redirections feature places an interstitial window between the source URL and the destination URL. The window contains basic diagnostic information along with the rule that caused the redirection. This helps in finding out the rules that are triggering certain redirects. Okay, and the interstitial window is visible only to administrators, and your website visitors won't know a thing about it. We would recommend that you keep this feature disabled and only enable it when you have to perform some diagnostic on redirects. Okay, now moving to fallback behavior. What happens when the destination URL in a redirect isn't found? With the fallback behavior setting, you can define it just the way you like. You can set it to a 404, redirect to homepage, or redirect to custom URL. If you select the custom URL option, then another field opens up where you can enter the fallback URL. Okay, as here you can see within fallback behavior there are different options, and here you can even write some custom URL. Okay, you can set this up any way you like. There is no single recommendation. Custom URL. This field only appears when the custom URL option is selected. Here you enter the custom URL that your visitors will be taken to if the actual redirect URL is not found. Okay. Redirection type. Redirection can be of many types, and each type serves a specific purpose. The redirection type setting helps configure the default redirection type that Rank Math will use when creating a new redirection. You can also override the redirection type when you are actually creating a redirect. Here is a detailed article that explains the different redirect types and their uses. Okay, you can have that from here if you want, and here you can see there are different redirection type. Okay, now let us move to auto post redirect. If you change the URL of a post in WordPress, nothing happens. No redirects are created. As you can probably understand, that is not ideal. The auto post redirect feature fixes that behavior by automatically creating a redirect from the old URL to the new URL whenever you change the URL of a post. Okay, We recommend that you enable this feature. This is must, I would say, because most of the times while preparing your article for SEO, you change that URL thing, or you can say the slug thing of a post, and by doing so you change the URL. But using this fabulous feature, you can redirect that page to the new URL. Okay, that's it for this lecture. Thanks.